Okay, good morning for everybody. My name is József Kopják. I am assistant professor of Óbuda University and owner and CEO of IQ Home company. Please, hands up who is familiar with IQ Home products. Thanks a lot. It's good to see these lots of hands. What we are doing. I have to say we are in the beginning of the alliance, and at the beginning of the alliance we would like to create some special things. And I don't know why we are a little bit crazy, and therefore we start to develop a hardware. Everybody knows who is developing a hardware, so what does it mean? We started developing around 5 or 6 years ago. And I have to say you now we are ready of the development and our devices starts working. Okay, what we have? We have a couple of products. We have gateways. We have sensors. We started with these sensors. We have actuators, connectors, and of course management systems. What I am getting lots of questions. And I'm getting the questions from the customers, from the industrial world. Okay, I understand everything about the Industry 0.4, but how can I be there? Because I have a company, I am in the manufacturing, we have ready-to-use solutions, and nobody would like to invest additional monies, replace the ready-to-use devices. But it will be good to be in the Industry 0.5. And the second question is, if we are speaking about the industry, then we are speaking about the PLCs, these logical controls. Please, hands up who are familiar with the PLCs. Maybe. Okay. Who are familiar with the PLCs, then they are using Siemens, Schneider, back-off PLCs, and you can do with Industry 4.0 with these devices? No, lot of times. No, it's a local implementation, and it's not possible to send information, for example, for IBM, and so on. And then let's give another question. There's a possibility to integrate these solutions, to have a PLC and to have an IQRF network. Why is it good to have an IQRF network? Because it's typically designed for the industry world. It's for a time-critical solutions. You can give perfect timing. You have a robust network. Everything is absolutely designed for the industry, but the question is, can you connect it? Of course, can you connect it? Because if you use IQ Home gateways, you are able to connect these fully separated worlds. Let's do it. How can you do it with this? First of all, I would like to introduce our fully wireless link gateway. It's here, and please know it's working at the moment because it has a battery backup. And with this gateway, you can use internal or external solutions. And with external in the industry world, and you are able to manage the IQRF networks. I said IQRF networks. What does it mean? Because I got a lot of times questions about the interoperability. Everything what is going to IQRF DPA, we can manage it without problems. Not only our sensors, but sensors from other companies, sensors who are developing yourself. We can manage it and use it together. Okay, then let's start with the PLC and IQRF integration. First of all, if I have a PLC, then a lot of time I have a Modbus network. The Modbus network is quite old communication platform. It's around 40 years old communication platform and is still using. Why they are still using? Because it's very easy. Okay, but it's typically wired solution and it's not designed for the wireless. Therefore, we made some changes. We created a Modbus integrator. It's a Modbus RTU. You can see here too. This is it. And with this Modbus integrator, you will be able to connect ready-to-use Modbus devices, for example, power meters. You can go to any of the shops, you can buy a power meter, but you cannot buy wireless power meters. You can buy normally wired power meters. But if you use our solution, then you put together these two words. You have Modbus power meter, you have integrator for IQRF network, and you can manage and collect the data wirelessly. Okay, let's continue. I speak with this. This is the integrator. Second step. Sometimes you need only a relays and you don't want to have two devices. Therefore, we starting development integrated devices. It means in the IQRF network, it will be like a Modbus device, but really everything is integrated in one package. The first one will be coming. It's a relay, and you will be able to turn on and turn off relays with the Modbus command. Third one, and I think it's quite new thing, because if I'm speaking about the Modbus, and in the industrial, it's a typically looping information collecting. It means in every second there are coming the frames and it's collecting the data. Okay, but how you can do it with a wireless? Because if you have a wireless sensors, like these sensors, how can you connect wirelessly in every minute? You can do it for 1 hour, 1 day, 1 month, but after your battery will run out. Therefore, we start to think about this, and we find a solution. And for these sensors, what are the CO2 sensors typically, or the industrial temperature and relative humidity sensors? We put it together and we virtualize in the Modbus network. It means in the gateway you can set up it, oh, I need to collect the data every 10 minutes or every 15 minutes. We are collecting the data, we are storing in the gateway, and from the gateway, the PLC world can be always receive this information. The PLC will see, oh, these data are ready, and I can read it without any problem. The question is, always you need the PLC, because who are familiar with the PLC, they are familiar with the prices. Could you tell me about the price of the one PLC? 500 euro, 600 euro. It's not a cheap game. Okay, you can buy from China. I know there are lots of China implementations, but if you are using a European or American solutions, it's quite expensive. A lot of time it's needed, the professional solution, but a lot of time if you are only collecting the data, you don't need to have a professional solution. You can integrate it to the gateway. We have a solution. We have a contact with the Codesys. It's a German company, software company. And with the Codesys, it's a software PLC. We are Codesys ready. We are creating Codesys ready gateways. It means you can install the Codesys. It's fully compatible with our gateway, and you can make a PLC implementation on the gateway. And what you have to pay? 50 euro for one license. It's not a 500, only 50 euro. You install it, you are ready, you can use it without any problem. Okay, then let's start with the first demo. How many time I have? Oh, 10 minutes. It's quite okay. What you can see at the moment, there is the PLC visualization. It's coming from the Codesys, and you can all of information. What you can see at the moment, it's coming from the Modbus protocol. It's coming these Modbus from this network. Like I said, it's coming from the Modbus informations. I can make some Actions, it means I can turn relays, for example. Please check the speed of the communication. I know it's not a 100 millisecond response, but you are less than 1 second response. And if you need to only collect data or make some management, remote management, it's quite okay to use this kind of speed. When we start to create this demo, we buy one LCD display, or not LCD, sorry, 7-segment display from China. I think for $20. It's a Modbus compatible. We put it together, and now we are ready to control this visualization with a IQRF solution. Okay, it was not so interesting, I think, but it's working. Let's go back and continue the presentation. A lot of time I get a question, okay, you have a very good demos, but the customer, how can to implement it? Because you have some solution, okay, it's very nice, but if I would like to sell to the customer, how can you do it? How can you learn it? Do you have some tutorials ready? And yes, in this year we recognize that it's a big fault of our system. We are ready with lots of engineer parts, but where are the documentations? I think who is working in this world, they know these questions too. Everything is ready, but it's not documented. And this year we start to, we change this behavior and we start to make some documentations. But we decided we will not use classical documentations. We will use tutorial videos. I would like to show you one. It's not published at the moment. I think tomorrow will be published. How we will, what is our idea? How is the best thing to have a tutorial video? I will play for it. I will play for you.
Connect to Gateway. Hello, I'm Daniel. In this video, we will show you how to connect to the IQ Home gateways with Link software. Let's begin. You can connect to the gateway within local network over USB connection or using MQTT services. In this video we will connect to gateway on local network. Before you connect to gateway, please check the followings. The gateway and your computer have to be on the same local network. Then, see if the power supply is connected to the gateway. It will be ready after 30 seconds. The status light should blink every second. Lastly, please enable 1313 UDP and 13013 TCP network ports in your computer's firewall. Choose the local network mode. The gateways connected to the local network will show up in the list. They are identified by serial numbers. Those can be found on the device. If the list is empty, click on the refresh button. Click on the gateway you would like to check. Username and default password can be found on the device. You can save the login credentials after a successful login. The dashboard page of the gateway will show up. Now you can manage the gateway and add new sensors and devices to the radio network. Congratulations!
Okay, I hope so in the next year I will set to you, we have lots of these small videos. Why we decide to make not a long videos or a short videos? Because the customers will have so small problems and we can send the link, oh, you have this problem, please see this video, you have this problem, see this video. And I think it will be most easy. The user doesn't need to read anything. One video is less than 2 minutes, and after the video can use the gateway without any problem. If you would like to see other videos, then please follow in the LinkedIn, because we will publish these videos in the LinkedIn. I hope in every month one. And I would like to give you a small gift. If you follow us in the LinkedIn, then you will get 20% off of your first order. Make it in the web shop. Okay, then let's do some other demo, because I speak about the local integration, about the local network, but what is with the IoT world? What is with the IBM, for example? How can I use it together, this industrial implementation with the cloud? Because the biggest problem is, who is coming from the industrial world, it's familiar with the PLC, but not familiar with the cloud. Who is coming from the cloud is familiar with the cloud, but not familiar with the PLCs. How can we connect these together? Then we find a solution. We split this word we separate these words. They don't need to know each other. We are sending parallelly the same information to the industrial part and same parallelly to the cloud part, and with a different format. For the industrial world, we are sending everything in the Modbus. For a cloud part, we are sending everything with a JSON format. But I don't want to speak about it. We have one girl in the office. It's a little bit other, like us. But he can speak better like me in English. Okay, Alexa, open my demo.
Ahem. Welcome at IQRF Summit. Please enjoy the awesome IQ Home demo. You can read the power meter. You can read and set the counter value. You can turn on and off the lights by say, turn on red light, turn off red light. Or you can read sensor values by say, what's the temperature? What's the relative humidity? What's the CO2 level?
Okay, what's the temperature?
The temperature is 23.38 degrees Celsius.
What's the CO2 level?
The CO2 level is 805 ppm.
Or maybe what's the total energy?
I don't know that.
Read the power.
I don't know that.
Read the total energy. Sometimes.
The total energy is 0.68 kilowatt hours.
Okay, what is the counter value? This is the counter.
I don't know that.
Read the counter value, please.
Counter value is 8,551.
Set the counter value to 10.
Counter value is 10.
You can see it. It's separate. They can communicate in same direction. Turn on green light. Alexa, ask my demo to turn on green light.
Green light turned on.
Turn on red light.
Red light turned on.
Alexa, stop.
Now I'm going to sleep. Enjoy the rest of the day. If you need me again, just say my name. Bye.
What you can see, the Alexa can read the values from the PLC world and can change the values to the PLC world. If I change the counter value, then immediately change the counter value there and in the visualization too. And these separate worlds can cooperate together, but in a realistic, they don't know each other what's happening. What you can see, for example, all of these switches are turned off because from the PLC didn't get a turn on command, but from the cloud it's got a system a turn on command. It's turned it on, and the feedback is come back, oh, the relay sign turned on. Okay, thanks for the listening me and for your time. I hope you enjoyed these demos. And it was all of me. Thanks, have a nice evening.